Not every connection is love, and not every man who stays is staying from the heart. Some people feel deeply, but love lightly. Some speak beautifully, but carry no responsibility. Islam teaches us that love is not measured by emotion, attention, or sacrifice. It is measured by character, restraint, and the way a heart is treated when no one is watching. A man who truly loves you will not disturb your peace. He will not confuse your emotions or weaken your faith. His presence will feel ordered, respectful, and safe. If you have ever questioned whether what you feel is real love or simply attachment, this message will bring clarity, because love that comes from the heart does not announce itself loudly. It settles quietly. He never makes you feel replaceable. A man who truly loves you from the heart will never make you feel like you are just one option among many. You will not feel like he can leave today and return tomorrow as if nothing mattered. His presence in your life feels intentional, not casual. He does not disappear without reason and then come back expecting the same access to your heart. He does not keep you emotionally close while staying unsure about you. You will not feel like you are waiting for him to decide whether you are worth choosing. When a man loves sincerely, his behavior shows that you are not temporary and not replaceable. You will notice this in the way he gives his time. He does not talk to you only when it suits him. He does not make you feel like you are convenient instead of important. Even when life gets busy, he does not vanish. He communicates. He reassures. He makes sure you do not feel forgotten or easily replaced by someone else. In Islam, intentions are not hidden from Allah. A man who loves from the heart does not keep other emotional doors open while claiming to care about you. He is not half present. He is not testing other options while keeping you attached. His heart is not divided, and because of that, his actions feel clear. When someone truly loves you, you feel chosen without having to ask for it. You do not feel like you must compete for attention or prove your value. There is a sense of security because his behavior matches his words. But if a man makes you feel easily replaceable, if he comes and goes, keeps you guessing, or treats your presence as optional, then what he feels is not love from the heart. It is fear of commitment, and fear will always keep one foot out the door, no matter how kind the words sound. He moves with restraint, not urgency. A man who truly loves from the heart does not rush you. He does not pressure you to move faster than what feels right to you. His actions feel calm, not urgent. You never feel pushed, cornered, or emotionally forced to keep up with his pace. When a man loves sincerely, he understands that real love needs time. He knows that trust grows slowly and that respect cannot be rushed. He does not demand closeness before responsibility. He does not hurry emotional attachment just to satisfy his own feelings. You will notice this restraint in the way he speaks to you. He does not make big promises too early. He does not talk about deep commitment before showing consistency. He allows things to grow naturally, without trying to secure your heart too quickly. In Islam, restraint is a sign of sincerity. A man who truly cares fears crossing limits that Allah has set. He does not treat boundaries as obstacles. He treats them as protection for both hearts. He understands that love built without discipline often leads to regret and pain. If a man is driven by desire, you will feel urgency. He will want quick closeness, quick attachment, quick reassurance. He may say he cannot wait, that he needs answers now, or that delaying means losing him. This kind of pressure is not love. It is impatience. A man who loves from the heart is willing to wait. He is patient with the process. He values your comfort more than his excitement. He would rather move slowly with peace than rush and damage something meaningful. You feel safe around him because he is not trying to take more than he is ready to give. His restraint shows maturity, seriousness, and respect. And love that moves with restraint almost always lasts longer than love that moves with urgency. He does not use confusion to keep you attached. A man who truly loves you from the heart does not confuse you. You're not left guessing where you stand or what he feels. His behavior is clear, steady, and understandable. You do not spend your nights overthinking his words or trying to decode his silence. He does not become warm one day and distant the next. He does not disappear to see if you will chase him. He does not pull away just to pull you closer again. These patterns are not signs of deep emotion. They are signs of emotional control and insecurity. When a man loves sincerely, he has no reason to keep you uncertain. He is not afraid of clarity because clarity does not cost him anything. His intentions are clean, so his actions are consistent. You feel grounded around him, not anxious. In Islam, emotional confusion is not romantic. It is harmful. The heart is not meant to live in constant doubt. A man who fears Allah is careful not to disturb someone's peace just to keep their attention. If a man truly loves you, he communicates. Even when he is busy, tired, or overwhelmed, he does not leave you in silence. He explains. He reassures. He does not let confusion grow in your heart. But when someone uses mixed signals, sudden distance, or emotional unpredictability, they are trying to keep you attached without taking responsibility. Confusion becomes a way to keep control. And control is not love. Love from the heart brings clarity. You feel certain, not because everything is perfect, but because nothing feels hidden. When love is real, it does not require guessing. He feels accountable for your heart. A man who truly loves you from the heart understands that your heart is not something to play with. He knows that feelings are not light and attachment is not a game. Because of this, he is careful with the way he speaks to you and the way he treats you. He does not create emotional closeness if he is not ready to take responsibility for it. He does not say things that make you hope, imagine, or attach deeply unless he is serious about what follows. His words are thoughtful because he knows words can stay in a heart long after they are spoken. When he senses that your feelings are growing, he does not ignore it or take advantage of it. He becomes more responsible, not more careless. He checks himself. He asks whether he is being fair to you, not just whether he is enjoying the connection. In Islam, the heart is a trust given by Allah. Hurting someone emotionally without need or responsibility is not taken lightly. A man who fears Allah understands that he will be asked how he treated the heart that was placed in his care. This is why a sincere man does not lead you on. He does not keep you emotionally close while staying unsure about the future. If he cannot move forward, he is honest instead of selfish. He would rather step back with respect than stay and cause silent harm. If a man truly loves from the heart, you feel emotionally safe with him. You do not feel used, confused, or slowly drained. You feel that your heart matters to him, not just your presence. And that sense of care is one of the clearest signs of sincere love. He does not diminish you to feel secure. A man who truly loves you from the heart does not try to make you smaller so that he can feel bigger. He is not uncomfortable with your strength, your intelligence, or your growth. Instead of feeling threatened, he feels proud. He does not put you down in small ways. He does not make jokes that hurt, question your abilities, or dismiss your thoughts. He does not compare you to others to make you feel less confident. These behaviors are not love. They come from insecurity. When a man loves sincerely, he wants you to grow. He supports your goals and respects your opinions, even when they are different from his. He does not need to control you to feel safe. He trusts you because he values you. In Islam, honor is central to love. A man who fears Allah knows that lowering someone's dignity is a serious wrong. He understands that love should increase respect, not slowly remove it. If a man feels secure in himself, he will never need to reduce you. He will not be jealous of your success or uncomfortable with your independence. Your confidence does not scare him because it does not threaten his worth. But if someone constantly criticizes you, limits you, or makes you doubt yourself, they are not loving you from the heart. Real love makes you feel stronger, not smaller. He remains steady even when emotions shift. A man who truly loves you from the heart does not change his behavior every time his mood changes. He understands that emotions rise and fall, but respect and responsibility must remain the same. Even when he feels tired, stressed, or upset, he does not take it out on you. He does not become cold when he is frustrated. He does not withdraw his care when things feel difficult. He does not speak harshly just because he is having a bad day. His tone remains respectful, and his presence remains steady. When feelings are strong, it is easy to be kind. What shows real love is how someone behaves when emotions are low or tested. A sincere man does not disappear during challenges. He stays grounded and continues to treat you with care. In Islam, character is proven during difficulty, not comfort. A man who fears Allah knows that consistency is part of integrity. He does not allow temporary emotions to justify hurtful behavior, or if someone only treats you well when everything is going smoothly. That love is fragile. But when a man remains respectful and present even when emotions shift, it shows that his love is rooted deeper than feelings. That steadiness creates trust, safety, and peace. He does not delay clarity for his comfort. A man who truly loves you from the heart does not keep you waiting in confusion while he stays comfortable. He understands that unclear situations can slowly hurt the heart, even if nothing openly wrong is happening. Because of this, he does not delay clarity when he knows you are emotionally involved. He does not avoid important conversations. He does not change the subject when the future is mentioned. He does not keep things undefined just so he can enjoy closeness without responsibility. If he knows where he stands, he makes it known. If he is unsure, he is honest about that too. In Islam, honesty is not optional. A man who fears Allah knows that leading someone on is a form of injustice. Enjoying someone's presence while avoiding commitment is not kindness. It is selfishness. When a man loves sincerely, he respects your time and emotions. He does not keep you in emotional suspension, unsure whether to stay or let go. He understands that clarity protects the heart, even when it is difficult. If someone benefits from your attention, but avoids giving direction, they are choosing their comfort over your peace. Love from the heart does not do that. It speaks clearly, even when clarity requires courage. He corrects himself without defensiveness. A man who truly loves you from the heart does not become defensive when he is wrong. He does not feel attacked when you express pain. He does not see your feelings as a threat to his pride. Instead, he listens, reflects, and corrects himself. When he realizes that something he said or did hurt you, his first response is not to argue. He does not rush to explain why he is right or why you misunderstood him. He does not dismiss your feelings by saying you are too sensitive or overthinking. He understands that love requires humility. He's able to pause and look at himself honestly. He asks himself whether his actions were fair, not whether they were justified in his own mind. This self-awareness is a strong sign of sincerity. It shows that his ego does not control him. A man who loves from the heart does not see accountability as humiliation. He does not feel smaller by admitting a mistake. In fact, he understands that admitting wrong is what keeps love clean and safe. His apology is not rushed or empty. It is sincere, calm, and followed by change. He does not apologize just to end the conversation. He does not say sorry and repeat the same behavior later. When he corrects himself, it shows in how he treats you afterward. You feel the difference in his actions, not just his words. In Islam, humility is a form of strength. A man who fears Allah knows that arrogance hardens the heart, while humility softens it. He understands that Allah loves those who take responsibility for their mistakes instead of defending them. When you express hurt, he does not turn the situation around and make himself the victim. He does not bring up your past mistakes to avoid facing his own. He stays present in the moment and focuses on what needs to be fixed. You feel safe speaking honestly with him. You do not feel afraid that your feelings will start an argument. You do not worry that expressing pain will push him away. His calm response tells you that your emotions matter. A man who loves sincerely understands that correction is part of growth. He does not expect perfection from you, and he does not pretend to be perfect himself. He allows space for learning, improvement, and emotional maturity. If he needs time to process, he asks for it respectfully. He does not disappear or shut down. He comes back with clarity, not defensiveness. He does not avoid the issue and hope it fades away. This kind of man does not protect his ego at the cost of your heart. He protects the relationship by protecting honesty. He knows that love cannot survive where defensiveness lives. But when someone constantly explains away their behavior, refuses to acknowledge pain, or becomes angry when corrected, they are choosing pride over love. Defensiveness builds walls, and walls slowly destroy closeness. Love from the heart remains soft, even when corrected. It bends instead of breaking. It listens instead of fighting. And that willingness to self-correct without blame or anger is one of the strongest signs of sincere love. He does not compete with Allah for your heart. A man who truly loves you from the heart never tries to take the place of Allah in your life. He does not want to be the center of your world in a way that weakens your faith. Instead, he wants your heart to be strong with Allah first, because he understands that a heart connected to Allah loves more purely and more safely. He does not become uncomfortable when you pray, remember Allah, or choose your values over him. He does not make you feel guilty for prioritizing your faith. He does not act annoyed when you need time for worship, reflection, or spiritual growth. His love does not compete with your deen. When a man loves sincerely, he respects the space between you and Allah. He knows that this space is sacred. He does not try to fill it with himself. He understands that no human being can replace what only Allah can provide. He does not pressure you to compromise your beliefs to keep the relationship smooth. He does not ask you to ignore your conscience, silence your inner voice, or cross lines that disturb your heart. If something feels wrong to you spiritually, he does not dismiss it. He listens and respects it. In Islam, love is meant to bring peace to the soul, not distance from Allah. A man who fears Allah wants what is halal to feel easy and what is haram to feel heavy. He does not try to make wrong things feel normal or acceptable just to stay close to you. You will notice this sincerity in small moments. He reminds you of prayer instead of distracting you from it. He supports your efforts to become better, even if it requires patience from him. He does not mock your values or call them unnecessary. He understands that faith is not an obstacle to love, but its foundation. A man who loves from the heart does not want to be loved more than Allah. He does not demand your emotional dependence. He does not make you feel like losing him would break you. Instead, he wants you strong, balanced, and spiritually grounded. If someone becomes jealous of your relationship with Allah, that is not love. If someone makes you feel that choosing Allah means losing them, that is not sincerity. Love does not force you to choose between your Creator and a creation. A sincere man understands that when Allah is at the center, the relationship is protected. He knows that a heart guided by Allah is less likely to be dishonest, careless, or harmful. He trusts Allah's role in your life instead of competing with it. He does not rush you away from faith-based decisions. He respects your need to seek guidance, make dua, and take time before important choices. He does not mock reliance on Allah or call it unrealistic. He understands that trust in Allah brings clarity. When difficulties arise, He does not replace faith with control. He does not try to become your savior or demand complete emotional dependence. He encourages patience, prayer, and wisdom instead of panic and fear. If loving someone makes you feel spiritually heavier, distracted from prayer, or distant from Allah, that love is not healthy. Love from the heart should make you feel lighter, calmer, and closer to your purpose. A man who truly loves you does not weaken your connection to Allah. He protects it. He understands that when Allah is pleased, the relationship carries barakah. And when Allah is removed, even strong feelings eventually collapse. Love that competes with Allah creates anxiety. Love that aligns with Allah creates peace. And a man who loves from the heart knows that the most respectful thing he can do is never try to replace the one who owns your heart in the first place. His presence feels ordered, not chaotic. When a man truly loves you from the heart, his presence brings order into your life, not confusion. Being around him does not make your emotions feel scattered or overwhelmed. Instead, you feel more balanced, more settled, and more at ease within yourself. You do not feel constantly anxious about where you stand with him. You do not replay conversations in your head, trying to find hidden meanings. You do not feel emotionally exhausted after interacting with him. His presence feels steady, not draining. Love from the heart does not create emotional chaos. It does not keep your nervous system in a constant state of alert. You are not always waiting for the next change in mood, the next silence, or the next sudden shift. There is a sense of predictability in the best way possible. When he enters your life, things feel clearer, not messier. Your thoughts slow down instead of racing. Your heart feels calmer instead of restless. Even when there are challenges, they feel manageable rather than overwhelming. You notice that you sleep better. You breathe easier. You feel less pressure to perform, impress, or constantly prove yourself. You are not walking on emotional eggshells. You can be yourself without fear of sudden withdrawal or reaction. A man who loves sincerely does not bring drama into your life. He does not turn small issues into emotional storms. He does not thrive on conflict or intensity. He understands that peace is not boring. Peace is healthy. His communication feels grounding. When there is something to discuss, he speaks clearly instead of creating tension through silence. He addresses issues directly, without aggression or avoidance. You feel that problems are handled, not ignored or magnified. You do not feel pulled in different emotional directions. There is alignment between what he says and what he does. His words match his actions, and that consistency creates emotional order. Love that is chaotic often feels exciting at first, but slowly becomes exhausting. Love from the heart may feel quieter, but it feels safe. It does not spike your emotions up and down. It keeps them steady. In Islam, what is written by Allah carries sakina, inner peace. A relationship that constantly disturbs your peace is a sign of misalignment. A man who loves from the heart does not bring turbulence into your soul. You feel emotionally regulated around him. When something stressful happens, his presence helps you feel calmer instead of more anxious. He does not add pressure during difficult moments. He becomes a source of stability. Even in silence, you feel comfortable. Silence does not feel heavy or threatening. It feels natural. You do not fear that silence means distance or punishment. You are not afraid to express yourself. You do not worry that honesty will lead to chaos or conflict. His reactions are measured, not extreme. That emotional safety allows your heart to relax. Love from the heart brings structure to emotions. You feel grounded in who you are. You do not lose yourself trying to keep the connection alive. You do not feel emotionally scattered. When you are away from him, you do not feel unsettled or insecure. You trust the connection because it has been built on consistency. There is no emotional whiplash. A man who loves sincerely does not create dependency through instability. He does not make you feel that your emotional well-being depends entirely on him. Instead, he supports your balance. You feel more like yourself, not less. You feel stronger, not drained. You feel clearer, not confused. If someone brings chaos into your emotional life, that chaos slowly becomes normal, but it is not healthy. Love from the heart feels ordered because it is rooted in intention, not impulse. There is a rhythm to the relationship. You know what to expect. You know where you stand. You know how issues will be handled. That predictability creates peace. When disagreements happen, they do not spiral. They are addressed, resolved, and put to rest. They do not linger as emotional tension. His presence does not trigger fear of abandonment. You do not feel like one wrong word could cause everything to collapse. That stability allows trust to grow. You feel emotionally safe enough to focus on your life, your goals, your faith, and your growth. The relationship does not consume you. It supports you. Love from the heart does not demand constant attention to survive. It stands strong even during distance, busy days, or challenges. In Islam, peace is a sign of alignment with what Allah has written. When a man enters your life and your heart feels calmer, clearer, and more settled, that is not coincidence. Chaos creates addiction. Peace creates stability. And stability is where real love grows. When his presence feels ordered, your heart does not feel rushed. It feels guided. You feel like you are moving forward, not spinning in circles. You are not emotionally tired all the time. You are not questioning yourself constantly. You are not losing clarity. Love from the heart feels like emotional safety, wrapped in consistency. It feels like being able to breathe. It feels like your heart finally has room to rest. And that sense of peace, quiet, steady, and grounding, is one of the strongest signs that love is sincere, clean, and aligned with what Allah has written. Not every man who enters your life is meant to stay, and not every feeling is meant to be trusted. Real love does not rush you, confuse you, or drain you. It does not ask you to shrink, struggle, or silence your heart. Love that comes from the heart feels steady, it feels respectful, it feels safe. You do not have to chase it, you do not have to prove your worth to it. You do not have to lose yourself to keep it. What is sincere will show itself through consistency. What is real will protect your peace. And what Allah writes will never require you to betray your faith or your dignity. Do not settle for emotional noise. Do not normalize confusion. Wait for the love that brings calm to your soul, because love that is written by Allah does not leave you restless. It leaves you at peace.